Hello, everybody. My name is Diana. I'm a web developer and web accessibility expert. And I get a lot of questions from you asking what is web accessibility and how you can get more information about it. In the beginning of my journey, I went through numerous online courses about web accessibility. And I also got certified after several days training with Access42. But this is a French organization. So now with you, we will take a look at educational platforms like EDX, Coursera, W3C to see what they suggest as online course about web accessibility that you can start even today. So I will share with you my computer, my screen, so that you can see and we can search together to find out this information. So we will start. I suggest to start with W3C as its official source for everything about web accessibility. They are the ones who develop guidelines. That's how the site look like. And maybe they have special courses that they can share with you about accessibility. Okay, so they have some free online courses. You can take a look at this one. I personally didn't try, but it's for developers, designers, content creators, project managers, as you can see, and just for people who are interested in web accessibility. But here you can see a wider list of the courses worldwide. So here you can choose, is it for individuals, organizations, a type of resource, a training, or maybe you want to get a certification. For me, it was important, and that's what I got. And for who it is, whether you're a designer, developer, manager, or tester, or what is your level of knowledge about web accessibility. It's also possible to choose the language, which is really important so that you can understand it in your native language. And you can choose the country that provides such course. So for example, if I choose French and professional certification, the type of resource. So here you can see Access 42, Access 42. This is the course that I took. They suggest two courses, and one of them for the developers, the second one, that's the one that I took. And it's easy here, so you can just open and check. Well, here it's in French, so for those of you who don't speak French, you will not understand, but this was very good course, online course, or it could be also physical one from this organization, and it was done very well. And now we will see. I suggest that we just check what are other courses that we can take. So there are overall 105 courses. I wouldn't say that there is a big amount, and we can see that for most of them you have to pay. This is a little bit sad because web accessibility, I believe the information about how you become accessible and inclusive should be accessible, and you shouldn't pay for it. It should be paid by the state organisms, for example. But right now it is like this. And now let's check, for example, EDX, what they suggest. So we will go on the site and we just type web accessibility. That's what I did. So you can see that there are not so many courses. There are just 7 results for web accessibility. They have some programs that include courses about web accessibility and some courses that are just independent about web accessibility. That's the course, the first one, Introduction to Web Accessibility. That's the one that I took in the beginning of my journey, just to understand what it is and how interesting it is to me to start this, to work on it, because it's a huge responsibility to apply the rules to make internet, all the digital space accessible for everybody. So I would suggest this course for you. This is free course. you need to pay only if you want to have a certificate at the end. That's the one that I went through, and I can recommend it. Everything is very much understandable. They put a lot of attention on the why and how exactly people with disabilities they see internet. So like this, you can really see it with the eyes, or sometimes with ears, or with any other means, digital internet. So you actually become people for who you need to create inclusive space. So that's a very good course, and it's in English. Which is good, and you can meet the instructors, you can write them later. They're very nice. Yeah, and for the certificate you need to pay, but if you don't need the certificate, you can just access it for free, and it's a really nice and full course to complete. There is also another platform, Coursera, for example, and I also took several courses on this platform, so I can say that it's quite well as well. So here I will type also web accessibility, and that's what we see. So there are a lot of courses. Actually, they show that there are a lot of courses connected to this, but when we look more thoroughly, you can see that it's mostly like three top results that are connected to web accessibility directly, but other ones, they just maybe include a chapter or something, but not a lot of information. They are not strictly dedicated to web accessibility. But there are some small interesting courses that are very interesting and interactive. They have practical aim to teach you to use the tools to check web accessibility of the site and to see what are the errors and how exactly you can solve them. And this is very good. These provide you practical approach, which is not the case with the previous course of W3C. For example, here it's more theory, it's more understanding and seeing it with the eyes of people for who you need to create inclusive space. While on Coursera, there are a lot of small projects, practical ones, which allow you to really try to see, not just to see, but also to use your hands in order to solve some problems and to see, to go through it practically. And me, yes, I tried several courses here. One of them taught me how to use accessibility insights for web, the extension by Microsoft that I use even now to check accessibility of the sites, of all the web pages, and provides you it not only shows you what are the errors, but also why it's important, what it has effect on, and how we can solve it. Yes, so this is a short glimpse on how you can find online courses on web accessibility and to get more information about the theoretical part of this problem. And I hope this will help you and make you more interested. And I hope that my videos on YouTube and on other social platforms will help you to understand better this problem and how to solve it. Thank you very much for joining me during this video. See you next time.